time to go away. We go today. It's time to move along, 10,000 strong. It's time to leave, no time to grieve, we're on our way. The yesterday's behind us, the mountain lies ahead. The yesterdays remind us tomorrow is not dead. We're going west, we're going west, we're going west. We're going west, we're going west, we're going west. The Lord above will guide us, the Lord will show the way, and He will walk beside us until the promised day. We're going west, we're going west, we're going west. Going west, going west. Cross the river, now we go. Cross the burning plain. Cross the mountain high, we know we'll find our home again. We'll find our home again in lasting freedom reign. We're going west, we're going west, we're going west. We are going west, going way out west.
Papa,
Yes, Leonard.
what if we don't leave today? Won't all this washing and packing be a waste of time?
Was any kind of preparation a waste of time, my son?
Well, we've had no word when we'll be going, and we've been doing this every morning for weeks now.
Just the same, my son. When the time comes, we must be ready.
Yes, Papa. Papa,
Yes, Leonard.
we're tired.
Tired? Where would I be today if I had the luxury of getting tired? No, my boy. A good Mormon never gets tired.
Yes, Papa.
Everyone has a job to do. I have a job. You have a job. We all have a job. Jobs create order in the human family. And without order, we lose our meaning. And without we lose...
Papa,
Yes, Leonard?
why don't you do your job?
I'm a poor widow man without any wife, with only one shirt for the days of my life. One shirt on my back and none in my chest. And the shirt on my back is my Sunday best. When it comes Monday morning, I wash all my clothes. When it comes Tuesday morning, I hang them in rows. When it comes Wednesday morning, how sadly to see I've only one shirt belonging to me. Time's almost up, boys. When it comes Thursday morning, my shirt's fresh and bright. When it comes Friday morning, it doesn't smell right. When it's Saturday morning, I look at my shirt and admit to myself it's all full of dirt. That's why I have to scrub so hard, rub my knuckles clean to the bone.
Our Father is feeling quite sad once again. He has only one shirt where most men have 10. His shirt's rather faded, but
May we go now, Papa?
Yes, but on one condition, that you all take a long walk. When we go on that 2,000-mile hike I was telling you about, I want you all in the pink of condition. The very pink!
Why don't you come with us, Papa?
Oh, I've got too much work to do.
Don't you like to walk, Papa?
Oh, my dear boy, there's nothing I like better, but I've got to carve up that buffalo for eating along the way.
All right, Papa, you fix the buffalo.
All right, remember now, take long strides, deep breaths. Okay, go ahead and line up. 1, 2, 1, 2, forward march. Where did I put that buffalo?
Good morning, Brother Parsons.
Morning, Sister Faraday.
You look puzzled, Brother Parsons.
I'm just trying to figure out how to make the squirrel taste like buffalo.
Oh, is that all?
That's all.
Do you mind if I bring Caleb out here for a while?
Oh, go right ahead, Sister Faraday.
It's a nice day, a little windy, but I'd like him to get some sun.
Oh, of course, sunshine. One thing us Mormons have plenty of.
Celia, you can bring your father out now.
Did you go praying for this wind?
Not I. Sister, do you need some salt?
Now, you don't happen to have some flour, would you?
Wait a minute. Have you been to the bishop's storehouse yet?
I've already been, but he said I was a bit too lazy to get my full allotment.
Late for wagon mending again, were you?
3 days in a row.
Well, then it wouldn't be right for me to give you any, would it?
No, ma'am. No, it wouldn't. Be very bad.
But you won't be late again, will you?
No, ma'am. You can depend on me for that.
Well, then you can depend on me for a little bit of flour. Over this way, Caleb, in the sun.
Easy now, Father.
I feel guilty when you pamper me like this. Don't you think they pamper me too much, Brother Parsons?
Now, you take it easy, Brother Faraday. There's plenty of us here to help.
I'll go get that flour now.
And you don't think me terrible for asking, do you?
Not in the least.
You don't happen to have some salt?
Brother Parsons, what you need is a wife.
I know, but I also need some salt.
I'll give you a little.
And you don't think me... And you have some sugar, would you?
I might find a little.
And you don't think me terrible for asking?
Not yet. Is there anything else?
A fire? Is there a fire in your stove?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'd only be using the oven, of course.
Brother Parsons, wouldn't it be simpler if you just used the whole kitchen?
Sure you don't mind?
Yeah, and I'll help.
Celia, would you sing that song for me again?
Of course, Father.
To sing.
yes, fast asleep, Mother.
Celia, your father must get better or we'll be left behind.
Mother, how long do you think it will take for us to cross the plains and cross the mountains?
Oh, I don't know. Your husband's in charge of this part of the camp. Why don't you just go ask him?
Oh, I don't want to worry, Jed. He has so many things to care for.
Sister Faraday, there's something wrong with your stove!
Oh, my lands!
Celia, I'm sorry, I know I kept you waiting again. Brother Willis, take these dispatches to the 6th, 7th, and 800s.
Yes, sir.
Well, what did you find out?
We'll pull on the stakes by noon, Celia. There's no question now the ground's firm enough to support the wagons.
Jed, sit down. You look tired.
We have to get packed.
We are packed. We've been ready for weeks.
Well, what about the others?
They're ready too, darling.
Well, I guess this is it then.
Oh, I hope so. We've moved so much. We've tried to settle down so many times, and always it ended the same for us. Blood, death, and heartache.
Celia, no one can trouble us out there. It doesn't even belong to the United States.
Maybe we can really settle down this time.
That's right, darling. This time it has to be. It's gotta be. Well, this part of the camp is ready. My 100 is in order.
Oh, Jed, I hope this isn't another disappointment. We've lost so many dreams.
Not this one, Celia. We'll keep this one. It'll all seem so different once we find a home. I dream of a home in the valley, with fields in my mind growing green. I dream of a home in the valley, no lovelier place to be seen. I long for our home in the valley, in its fields all the day. I long for our dream of a valley home, and I sing that we're going that way.
Are we really going that way, Jed? Is there such a place for us?
Of course there is, darling. For all of us. A place of peace and contentment. There stands a little school. And then when we come to the hill beyond, and there contemplate the view, I'll know that our dream of a valley home is coming true. With you. With you.
Jed! Jed!
Just a minute, Jamie.
No, this is important, Lottie. I have to speak with you alone. As the poet said.
Oh, Jamie, go ahead and talk to him. I can see my husband anytime.
Well, what is it, Jamie?
You know that officer we met at headquarters when we were there before?
Yes.
His name is Major John Broderick of the United States Army. He's a recruiting officer.
Well, I hope he doesn't expect any of us to join his army.
That's exactly what he does expect.
Well, he's got a long wait coming before any of us do that.
Do you have red blood in you, laddie?
Sometimes I wonder. We've had so much blood from us already.
Well, you'll have to scrape up a little then. Are you able-bodied, laddie?
Oh, I suppose so.
Oh, he expects every red-blooded man to volunteer for the Mexican campaign.
Haven't we gone through enough getting this far already? Won't they ever leave us alone?
It's my belief, ignorant man that I am, that an army can recruit if and where it pleases. I believe this Major Broderick is looking for you now.
Morning, sir. I'm told you're the leader of this 100.
That's right.
Didn't expect anybody so young. I'm Major Broderick, U.S. Army.
I'm Jedediah Cutler. This is Jamie Logan.
I'm here on a rather arduous military mission. I thought I'd take advantage of the opportunity to sound out sentiment in your part of the camp, as it were.
I don't think you'll find us very sentimental.
That's exactly what I wanted to find out. I already spoken to the President and the Council. They're making their decision now, sir.
I don't think you'll find their decision very favorable, sir.
You say that, and you don't even know what you'll be used for.
A soldier's a soldier.
We're all set to leave the country, sir.
Yes, I know that. But we need men for a march to California.
Well, we're going to California ourselves.
This is a military mission. Pay is good, provisions adequate, honorable discharge upon arrival. Our route's across the desert by way of Santa Fe. Yours will be over the mountains. We'll be out of touch completely.
We can't afford to give up the men.
And if I asked out of loyalty...
My feelings are mixed on that subject.
I hardly think you mean that.
I've never seen anybody try to protect us but ourselves. Where were you, Major, when we were driven out of Missouri? What help did you offer when we were burned and beaten in Illinois? You see that man over there? My father-in-law. Once was strong and powerful. Could plow a field like 10 men. Now what is he? Ill and sick with fevers, with the beatings of mobs who claim to be our fellow countrymen.
I'll admit, I know little about that. Perhaps this neglect suffered all too often by the minorities. But I have a job to do in service of my country, our country.
Do you think we like the idea of leaving our country? Do you think we want willingly to give up so much that we loved? Where do we come from? Ohio, Vermont, New York. We belong to this country, but we've been forced out of it. In order to exist at all, we've had no other choice.
Brother Cutler, Major Broderick, the President and Council would like to see you both.
Thank you. I'll see them right away.
I'm sorry, Bishop Layton. Can you tell me what the decision is?
Brother Cutler, the church would like you and the young men of your 100 to be a part of the battalion to serve under Major Broderick.
I understand.
Here are your instructions. You men better go and prepare.
I better go and tell Drusilla. I'm sorry, laddie. I didn't expect to be a soldier so soon.
Jed, you're going?
I'm afraid so, darling.
But where will you meet us?
No one knows. California, we hope.
Oh, Jed.
It's all right, darling. It won't be long. We won't let it be.
Come along, Father.
Are we moving again, Celia?
Yes, we're moving again.
Let there be no despairing. Come, let us sing and dance. Everyone, join in. Come, let us be happy.
Oh, come and join the saints here. Come join the happy throng. Help drive the ache from your heart. This heart will last long. No party will ever fall. No sadness ever dim the eye. The Mormon folk are singing. Their song shall reach the skies. Their song shall reach the skies. California, oh, that's the land for me. It lies between the mountains and the great Pacific Sea. Oh, we can be some boys in there and taste the fruits of liberty in Upper California.
a Sunday Eve, with a taper finger resting on his sleeve. Starlight eyes are casting on his face their light. Oh, bless me, ain't this pleasant? Sparking on a Sunday night.
Oh, how your heart is thumping against your Sunday vest. How wickedly 'tis working on this day of rest. Hours seem like minutes as they take their flight. Oh, bless me, this is pleasant, sparking on a Sunday night.
Hark, the clock is striking, it's 2 o'clock, I sung. Sure as I'm a-feeling, sure the time to go has come. You ask in spiteful accents if that old clock ain't right, but then you know it never sparks on a Sunday night.
One arm with gentle pressure lingers round her waist. You squeeze her dimpled hand, her pouting lips you taste. She freely slaps your face, but more in love than spite. Oh, thunder, ain't this pleasant, sparking on a Sunday night.
The time for our long journey has come at last. O God, we give thee thanks for pointing the way for our fresh travels. Some of us have been asked to serve our country, and we depart with deep conviction that soon we will meet again. Watch over us and guide us on our way, we pray in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Forward! Right, feet, right, march, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, left, root, halt, left, feet, up.
Get your packs and prepare to go.
Come, come, ye saints, no toil nor labor fear, but with joy wend your way. Though hard to you this journey may appear, grace shall be as your day. bliss and joy. Hearts will swell. All is well. All is well.
Here's water.
Thank you, Bishop Lane.
How is he?
He can't sleep.
Why don't you get some rest?
Oh, I'm not tired. If only Caleb could rest.
We came a long way today. The mile machine said 16.
I didn't notice the miles.
I never knew what a big country this is. Even on this map, it doesn't give you any idea of the distances.
It's cool out tonight.
Have you had anything to eat?
We finished that rabbit.
I'll try and bring in more tomorrow.
Thank you, Bishop.
Out in these parts.
Yes, it is dry. It's not going to be an easy life out here.
I've been wandering around ever since I was about 10. Never really had a chance to settle down. I think I'm gonna like it out here, no matter what it's like. I'm sure of it.
Such a long way, Bishop Layton. How far is it, really?
Well, let's take a look. I have a map here. Let's see, we're about here, and the valley is over there.
Does that map show where Santa Fe is?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, may I look at it?
If you wish.
Thank you.
I need to get these boots fixed.
Oh, okay, I'll come with you.
Oh, Bishop, when will we leave in the morning?
Schedule says dawn. We'll get as far as we can while it's cool.
We'll be ready.
Do you think they've reached Santa Fe yet?
Oh, I hope so. Celia, I'm worried about your father.
Mother, how much farther can we go?
I don't know. The promised land, it'll seem like such a lonely land if Caleb isn't there.
It'll be an awfully lonely land without Jed, too, Mother. My heart is lost and lonely in this place. I wonder when our paths will meet again. Though dreams refresh the vision of your face, my heart is asking, will we meet again? The love I bear grows within my soul, a faith so great it never wants to die. My darling, tell me now that I don't wait in vain for you. I don't wait for you in vain. Tell me you'll hurry home to me again.
Long after
I think it finds a pleasure and delight, inhaling every lark that passes by. My love is always nourished by your smile. My heart discovers skies it never knew. These branches are dependent on thy life, the earth which feeds my soul is my wife. The earth which feeds my soul is you, my wife. Where are you headed, Jamie?
Ah, there you are, Lottie.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't sleep.
You couldn't sleep much last night either, could you?
Now, how did you know that, Lottie?
I couldn't sleep. I saw you take a walk out through the lines. You were gone quite a while.
A man can take a breath of air if he likes, can't he? That ain't desertin'.
Well, there's no place to desert to, is there, Jamie?
I can't stand this marching any longer, Jed. I never knew it'd be this way. We don't eat. The water's bad. The sun. I've never seen so much of it with no shadow at all.
We'll be in California soon, and you can see your Drusilla all you want.
I'll go crazy before that.
Evening, Mint.
Evening, sir.
Not going to sleep?
Not tired, Major. Just restless.
Figured out the other day that this will be the longest infantry march in military history. And you say that you're not tired?
No, sir. Just disgusted.
Oh, that's all right then. I've never known a soldier that wasn't disgusted. Corporal Logan, will you please see that these orders are posted?
Yes, sir.
You've done a good job, Sergeant Keller. I'm very grateful.
Thank you, sir.
I must admit, I expected a little trouble. I've never known soldiers want to come less, yet came more willingly.
Well, the quicker we can get done with this, sir, the quicker we can rejoin our people.
You may think me a trifle thick, Sergeant, but why are your people so intent on living alone? Crossing rivers, plains, deserts, mountains, just to be alone?
We like it alone, sir. Seems as though other people like it that way, too.
Think that's always the fault of other people?
Well, politicians didn't like the way we voted. Other religions didn't like the way we worshipped.
Think you can escape other people, closing the door off to the world like you're going down to some private storm shelter?
We'll do it. We've our strength, our belief.
Well, if you can really do it, God bless. Only, I think that'll be a tough job.
Well, don't you think it'll be easier once we've left this country?
I doubt you'll ever be able to do that, Sergeant.
Well, why is that, sir?
Because part of this campaign is to secure this entire region for the United States.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that, sir.
It's rather ironical that those who sought to escape should be part of that campaign.
So you think we'll never get away then?
You can try, but I doubt it. You see, Jed, no journey which ever moves away from man ever ends.
But, sir, we've had to get away in order to survive it all.
Well, Jed, I like you fellows. Hope you don't get too far away.
Part of the United States? All of this for nothing? Oh, Celia! Celia!
Celia, it's your father. He's gone. It's God's will. I'll go get Bishop Layton.
wish we can get a ride, Papa. I'm tired.
Tired? Think nothing of it. Walking's good for you.
Just the same, I would rather ride, wouldn't you?
Should say not.
You're fooling us, aren't you, Papa?
Nope. It's the absolute facts of the case.
Yay! We've reached our destination!
They're stopping up ahead, Papa!
What? It's much too early.
Look!
Bishop Layton, what seems to be the problem?
We've reached the end of the trail, Brother Parsons.
You mean I can't walk anymore?
Looks that way.
What does it all mean, Brother Parsons?
They said it's the valley up ahead.
Without wilderness? Why, that's nothing but a waste.
That's what they said.
Oh, but Mother, we can't stop here. Surely we'll go on to California.
It's been decided definitely not, Celia.
Look ahead there. Like a desert.
Not much further to go, Sister Faraday.
Isn't it exciting? See how the sun floods the valley?
Bishop Layton, are you sure we won't go on?
President Young has made his decision about it.
Are you sure?
Completely sure, Celia.
Jed will come to you when he learns.
Is the This is the
About time for choir practice, wouldn't you say, Bishop Layton?
Yes, indeed.
May I help you with those choir books?
Yes, I was going to leave them here in the Bowery.
Great, wonderful.
Good evening, Sister Tate.
Oh, good evening, Sister Cutler. I hear the boys will be back from California soon.
Oh, I hope so. I do hope so.
Welcome. Come to choir. Oh, I see that Sister Faraday is here. And also Bishop Layton. Tonight 'tis the night for choir practice. Our call is for 7:45. Come tenors and basses, and all you sopranos. Nobody ever should be late. The choristers eager to lead in your singing. Our voices are ready now to rise. At in Great Salt Lake, our hymns will be reaching to the skies. Oh, please, it's time to start. Come on. Oh, come back.
We milk the cows, we finish the dishes, so we all could be here on time.
I slick down my hair and put on new trousers,
so you would be looking real fine.
I came a bit early, so I meet my sweetheart, he's taking me. Oh, when we're through,
how lovely to sing with your friends and your neighbors, hymns that bring happiness and joy to you.
Lovely. Oh, we're practicing still. Come back. Oh.
Tonight is a night for choir practice. Our call is for 7:45. Come tenors and basses and all you sopranos. Nobody ever should be late.
The choristers eager to lead in your singing.
Our voices are ready now to rise.
In Great Salt Lake, our hymns will be reaching to the skies.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
What's the trouble? Celia, aren't you coming in?
I'll be in a moment.
All right.
Everybody, look, they came home.
It's so good to be home again among the folks we know.
It's so good to be home again when summer's all shine. The heart in me is merry now, and walking about is fine. We'll travel through the fields to see the trees in bud. The earth is sweet beneath our feet, they're singing in our blood.
Oh, Jed, are you okay? Are you all right?
Of course I am, darling. Of course I am.
It's so good to be home again when summer's all a-shine. The heart in me is merry now, and walking about is fine. We'll travel through the fields to see the trees in bud. The earth is sweet beneath our feet, they're singing in our blood.
Order arms. Company dismissed.
There is a friendly hand, and that one smiles at me. We've left the folks away from home, but here we'd rather be.
We'll stay here for a while. How could we ever go?
It's so good to be home again among the folks we know. It's so good to be home again among the folks we know.
Our brothers, welcome home. We've worked hard while waiting your return. You have served your country well, and we are proud of you. The land you see all around us will be ours to work and make our own. Each of you will have a share in it.
We can have some bonny fields here, laddie.
No acre must be wasted. Each of you will till beside your brothers and make it fruitful. And each of you shall receive from the fields according to his needs. And from each, a share in return will be expected.
Amen. Jedediah, would you like to meet my newest grandson?
Grandson? When'd you have him? Celia!
Yes.
Careful now.
But I didn't know.
I didn't know either until you had already left.
He needs to go back to sleep now.
But I'd like to hold him.
Well, little Caleb has waited a long time to be held by his father.
Congratulations, Jed.
Thank you, sir. Celia, you remember Major Broderick.
I'm glad you finally let our men come home, Major.
Well, I figured it was time for them to come home to inspect their babies, Mrs. Keller.
Well, certainly like the one I'm inspecting, sir.
I'll be leaving tomorrow, Jed. Come see me before you go.
Yes, sir.
Good day, Mrs. Keller.
Goodbye, Major.
Goodbye, sir.
Jed!
Bishop Layton.
You're gonna like it here, Jed.
Oh, yes, Jed. There will be so much to do. All the farming you ever talked about. Look at the fields. Already started.
Well, coming in from the west, it looks awfully dry.
Yes, we found it dry, but we're managing all right.
But Bishop Layton, what does a man do when it doesn't rain?
We irrigate.
And what's that like?
Oh, you'll find out, laddie.
Well, there must be an easier way to make things grow. Surely there must have been better places than this?
Oh, it won't be so difficult, Jed. The plans are all worked out.
Just the same.
I don't see how it works.
Oh, you just bring the water where you need it the most.
Oh, is that all?
That's all.
Where does it come from?
You see those mountains? You go up there and get it.
And how do you bring it down?
Oh, you dig a ditch. Gravity will do the rest.
Ah, I see.
Good old gravity. Sure been a good friend of the saints.
Glad to have me back.
Oh, if only you knew how long the days, the weeks, the months have been.
Well, I'm here and you're here, and that's all I care to think about.
Love is my song.
Oh, I sing it at the break of day and deep in the night.
Love is my song.
And the melody within my heart makes rainy days bright.
I hear it when I rise at dawn.
And when I work by day,
I hear it when my love is gone, or when he's near to say,
you are my song. And the music of our love so true will always be strong.
I need you near,
And I'll keep you near beside me. You belong, 'cause love is my song.
every day you were away, I waited. You'd be home again someday, I knew. Could you hear me singing as I waited? Every song I sang for you. Come.
Love is my song.
Oh, I sing it at the break of day and deep in the night.
Love is my song.
And the melody within my heart makes rainy days bright.
I hear it when I rise at dawn, and when I work by day. I hear it when my love is gone, or when she's near to say, you are my song. And the music of our love so true will always be strong.
I need you near,
And I'll keep you here
Good afternoon, Sister Faraday. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Brother Parsons. Children?
Sluta.
Sister Faraday, I'd like to introduce you to my new wife. We were married about the time Celia had the baby. You were pretty busy yourself then.
How do you do, Sister Parsons?
I do!
She doesn't speak a lick of English.
Then we'll have to teach her.
Kan du tell dansk?
What did she say?
That's where she's from, Denmark. She's speaking Danish.
Oh. How does she like it here?
Oh, she misses the fishes. I took her to the Salt Lake to go fishing, but they weren't biting very well.
Oh, that's too bad.
I wanted to store something up different for the winter. Can't stand that sagebrush anymore.
That wasn't sagebrush, it was sago lily.
Oh, I'll never forgive those Indians for teaching us how to eat that stuff. Much preferred the peas we had.
Those weren't peas, those were potatoes.
Sluta.
They were the size of peas.
Well, if we work harder this year, we'll get a better crop.
Sister Faraday, I don't seem to do so well with the land. I used to be a good piano tuner back in Pennsylvania, you know.
Yeah, you told me.
There's only one piano out here in Salt Lake, and I've already tuned it 10 times. President Young says I got to spend the rest of the time tending the land. It ain't easy, I'll tell you that. I used to tune pianos and could always tell the pitch, but it doesn't seem so helpful when you got to dig a ditch. I used to know the scales and could make the music sweet, but it doesn't seem to simplify the gathering of wheat. Brown old wheat. They have given me a farm and insist that I will thrive, but I can't raise enough to fill my plate. Oh, golly out in Utah, it's great to be alive. Oh, the life that we live here is great, very great.
Oh, the life that we live here is rich, yes indeed. Oh, the life that we live here is rich. But the thing you've got to know is where to use a hoe.
And how to bring water to a ditch.
Deep old ditch.
Ah, good afternoon, Sister Faraday. I'm glad to see you again.
But you specifically said you wanted to meet me here, Bishop.
Oh, yes, so I did.
What was it you wanted to see me about, Bishop?
Well, I was wondering, would you consider yourself truly happy here in this valley?
Well, God promised He'd provide for us, and so far we've survived. Yes, I guess I'd say I'm quite happy.
And you don't regret coming here?
How can you question that, Bishop?
Well, as your bishop, I feared you might be, well, lonely here. It's not easy living by oneself. It's good to have the affection of loved ones, someone in whom you can confide, a comfort in work, a solace in adversity.
I quite agree with you, Bishop.
Sister Faraday,
Yes?
I love this valley, but I have a fear that I, too, am discouraged.
Well, the thing that puzzles me, Bishop, is why haven't you remarried again? It's an institution the church thoroughly approves of. Surely there must be someone among the newcomers whom you'd like.
I hadn't noticed any among the new arrivals who looked as though she'd have me.
Have you spoken to many?
No, not among the newcomers.
Then what about the old?
That's what I was thinking.
And what have they said?
I don't know. You haven't spoken yet.
I speak?
Would you, Emma?
Oh, Bishop Layton, is that why you invited me here today?
Would you, Emma? I've wanted so long to make you a part of my life.
Well, judging from your determination, I'd say you're succeeding.
Am I, Emma?
Completely, Quinby.
Oh, Brother Willis! Brother Willis!
Yes, Bishop Layton.
Lovely afternoon, isn't it?
Why, yes it is. So it is.
Brother Willis, I just love this valley. Even with all its heat and sand and hardship, I just love this valley.
Why would you say that, Bishop Layton?
Because this valley has been so good to me. So very good to me.
Ooh.
Good morning, Jed.
Good morning, Celia.
Looks like a good day for work.
There'll be plenty to do, I guess. Where's my father-in-law?
Here he comes now, ready for work.
Morning, Jed.
Morning.
Celia? Are you ready to go out to the fields today, Jed?
Yes, sir.
How's Mother?
Oh, she's a wonderful wife, that woman. You certainly picked a wonderful mother, Celia.
Oh, well, I've always liked her.
Doesn't look as though we're going to get much weeding done this morning, Jed. Look at that.
It looks like rain. I thought they said it doesn't rain here.
Well, it doesn't very often. Is that rain?
Drops don't fall. What does it do? Go straight to the mountains?
Strange.
Something's wrong.
What's happening?
What's going on out there, Lottie?
Look how dark it's getting. How black it seems.
What is it, Bishop Layton?
It's coming down.
They look like crickets.
That's what they look like.
Crickets?
Oh no, they're covering the fields.
The more coming.
More! Oh no, more!
Our fields! Our fields!
Our fields!
Crickets!
Our fields. Our fields. Our hope. Our love. Our cherished earth blight. Oh God, we pray that from above you'll smite this fearsome sight. Dear Lord, deliver us, we pray thee, Father.
Dear Lord, deliver us, we pray thee, Father.
Look! Look at that soaring wing!
Yes, look!
Oh, yes, look at the bow!
They've come to complete the destruction!
More coming! There's more coming to join that one!
Look at them fly up there, Lottie!
1,000 more!
They're coming this way!
They're landing! The gulls are landing!
Look at them!
Eating all those crickets!
They're eating crickets! They're eating...
Our fields are safe.
Over in heaven thank thee for this miracle. We thank thee for our salvation.
Summers are full of so many good things. Each autumn's new harvest abundantly brings a song to my heart, and then my heart sings. How good to have shared in your winters and springs.
Alive as a busy beehive. Labor hard and your soul will thrive. Assume no debt beyond your sweat, and you'll get to heaven yet. I'll bet.
In spring, when we knew what the pantry would need, we tilled in the garden and planted the seed. We worshipped the plants, but we hated the weeds. The sight was exceedingly pleasing indeed.
Alive as a busy beehive. Labor hard and your soul will thrive. Assume no debt beyond your sweat, and you'll get to heaven yet. I'll bet.
The orchard's now ripened with peaches and pears. The children stole round, so we had to beware. A thunderstorm came and gave us a scare, so we gathered the crops and divided our share.